Hi, this is Pastor Ken Atwood with The Word Never Heard. We've been in the middle of a good study of the lessons learned from the life of Christ, and kind of from a different perspective. We're trying to dig a little deeper and find out what nuggets we can yank out of there that apply directly to us that we're able to implement right away. What was he really saying by the living of his life, not just the sharing of his words? So on this episode, I want to deal with a little bit of a different topic, and that is serving the greater good. Serving the greater good. So as we think about it, you would say, well, Christ's entire life was serving the greater good. But there's some very specific instances when the Bible tells us that his personal desire and the greater good were not necessarily the same. I want to point to one. In the Garden of Gethsemane, where just as he was coming to the end of his life before his capture, he went to pray. And the reason why he went to pray is he wanted to make sure that God the Father recognized that this wasn't really something that he felt good about doing. And so he referred to what was his impending sacrifice of his life. He referred to that as the bitter cup, a hard thing. How does that deal with us? How do we get with that? How do we relate to that? Well, first of all, there are a lot of things in your life that you probably consider to be the bitter cup. There are a lot of things in your life that you probably consider to be things that you did not want to do, didn't feel comfortable with, didn't feel like it would benefit you. It was for somebody else and not yourself. And you like, man, if I go through all this, what if they still don't do what they're supposed to do? This bitter cup, this having to take this bitter cup and this concept of the greater good fit together like this, is that sometimes it is necessary for us to do the thing that we desire not to do for the greater good, for the benefit of others beyond ourselves. What does it mean if I go through this trial? What does it mean if I go through this challenge? What does it mean if I fight this fight? What happens besides my victory? Well, to serve the greater good, others see what you've been through. Others who may not be as far along their path to godhood or understanding their own identity or recognizing and embracing their own authority. Others who may not be at the level you are in terms of exercising their faith. They may see what you do and recognize in you the ability for them to fulfill their own destiny. This is how the world has changed. We are all interconnected. We're all a part of each other's destiny. We're all a part of each other's lives. We're all a part of the ripple that starts here and emanates throughout the universe. The things that you do don't necessarily have to be for you. So yeah, is it necessary for you to be able to bite the bullet? Sometimes. In this case with Jesus, he recognized after praying and submitting himself, that's another word, submitting yourself to the process, submitting yourself to what needs to be done in order for you to receive what has come your way or what is destined to come your way. He submitted himself and he said, well, if it be your will, God, I will take this bitter cup. And this bitter cup meant rising up and going to a destiny that definitely meant he would die in this physical life. But it was necessary that he do that in order to achieve the victory that was set for him at the beginning of his life, his true purpose. So I'm saying this to you today, is that what you're going through may be seeming like a bitter cup. What you're going through in your life may be seeming like an unsurmountable challenge. It may seem like it's something that, like the why me, right? Because it was necessary that it be you. And it's necessary that you take the bitter cup. It's necessary that you make the next step. It's necessary that you push through in order for not just yourself, but the greater good. So this being the word never heard, the word that we don't want to hear sometimes is that, it's necessary for me to do what I got to do to serve not just myself, but the greater good. Your life isn't just about you. So now, that being the word never heard, I want you to do a couple things, guys. Remember, I'm going to need you to subscribe, touch the notifications bell so you know when we actually submit a video and that you get to see it right away. I need you to make a comment. Tell us what you thought about this video and the others. And then also, I need you to share this video with others, as many as possible. Go ahead and share it, put it on your page, like, share, and comment. So I'm going to see you guys very soon with a word never heard for you. Thank you and goodbye.